Takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Corey Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
In motion left is Thomas. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Thomas, the man in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a gain of 9. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on first down. Davis. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Raekwon McMillan not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. but they don't get it. And now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The play clock's running down. Goff on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's Goff now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing on third, Goff. And he's able to find Diggs. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
Touchdown, LA! Philip Dorsett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 6 there on first. In motion left is Thomas. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. second down, Wilson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to sling this, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second down, here's Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. From the gun on third down, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion, the tight end. Now they'll run it on the toss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Wilson on second down, eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Third down, Wilson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Johnny Hacker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Derek Carr leading the way offensively. Second and 10, Goff again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now Goff on first down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, it's gone. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Goff. He'll have a first down past the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quick.
He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Thomas, the man in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Second down following the run. Now it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And the lead will grow by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
To throw on second down, Wilson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, gone. And this is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Now Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. Again, Goff. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it. To the air again, Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. K1 short. In there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And that is going to be Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit. For good.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's Wilson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On second down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Room past the 20. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Fresh set of downs here. In motion left is Thomas. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now Wilson on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On third down, Wilson. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Goff is caught outright by Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Goff going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.